ValveTime.net.
Hi, and welcome to the ValveTime News. Each week we'll bring you the biggest talking points regarding Valve and the community. Now the news. On last week's show, you may remember a mention of a new countdown clock which appeared on the Team Fortress 2 blog. A few hours after we released our video, the Love and War update was officially revealed. We were extremely pleased to find that the main attraction for day one of the update was in fact a TF2 sourced filmmaker short, just as we predicted. It wasn't any ordinary teaser trailer, however, as the short in question was actually the fabled 15-minute short announced back in 2012. Originally planned as episode 2 of a now-canned series for Adult Swim, the Expiration date short focuses on the teleporting bread mystery we discussed on the last episode while Scout struggles to convince Miss Pauling to go on a date with him. The short is absolutely hilarious and excellently made, and this bit is where we would usually recommend you check it out, but it's pretty likely you've already seen it at least once given how much attention it has received in the past week. Actress and writer Ashley Birch helped work on developing the short while on contract with Valve before also voicing Miss Pauling for her first real appearance outside of the comic series.
You're right. All right.
The majority of the original Team Fortress 2 cast returned to reprise their roles, with only Grant Goodeve, the voice behind the engineer, not returning. Instead, Nolan North, whom many of you may know as the voice of Gyrocopter, Meepo, and 90% of video game characters, was used to replace Goodeve for the role of the engineer.
Now, we've been running some experiments on the teleporter. Well, y'all ought to take a look at this.
In an email to ValveTime, Valve composer Mike Moraski confirmed all of the music from the short would be added into TF2 sometime in the future. Since then, the Dabracadabra song has been added, with more to follow. As for the game update itself, Day 1, dubbed Love, revealed a number of new taunts, including the conga, the square dance, the skullcracker, the flip, and rock, paper, scissors, all of which were eventually joined by 10 other taunts, including the previously revealed Rancho Relaxo for the engineer. Day 2, known as War, instead focused on the introduction of 5 all-new weapons. These include the Scout's new Backscatter, a scattergun capable of landing mini-crits on targets from behind, the Tide Turner, a shield for the Demo Man which provides full turning control while charging, the Classic, a rifle for the sniper which charges independently of the zoom, and the Airstrike, a rocket launcher for the soldier which gives increased attack speed while rocket jumping and a clip size increase for every kill. These newly revealed weapons were joined by the previously revealed base jumper parachute for the soldier and Demo Man, which allows the user to slowly glide back to Earth while airborne. 4 bread-themed reskins of existing weapons were also revealed for the Sniper's Girardi, the Spy's Sapper, the Heavy's Gloves of Running Urgently, and the Scout's Mad Milk. All 4 of these reskinned items can be acquired from the new bread box for a short period of time, as the recipe for crafting the items is set to expire on July 9th. Day 2 also revealed the Spoils of Love and War 30-second short, which showed off a variety of the weapons, taunts, and cosmetic items which were introduced with the update. The update also introduced 29 new achievements, most of which are themed around the newly introduced taunts and weapons. For more information on the latest update for TF2, be sure to check out the official announcement page, or our full write-up over on ValveTime.net, both of which are available as links in the video description, alongside relevant links for everything else we're going to be talking about this week. Some of you may have seen the brief preview we uploaded shortly after the release of the Love and War update, which we feel gives a pretty accurate representation of what most TF2 servers looked like just after the update's release. After the release of the Expiration date short, Harry101 UK and other members of the Saxy-winning Little Guardian Pyro video began uploading videos from their visit to Valve the week prior. During their visit, Harry and company were privately shown a pre-release screening of the Expiration date short before being allowed to spend an hour recording whatever they liked in Valve's million-dollar motion capture studio. Towards the end of their hour-long session, several members of the team were invited to record some last-minute mocap for some background characters during the fight sequence at the end of the Expiration date short. Valve animators mentioned it was likely the motion-captured animations could be easily added into the main short before it went live on Tuesday. We're not 100% sure if the animations ever actually made it in, but it looked like it was a lot of fun to record anyway. After several weeks of build-up and speculation, the highly anticipated Steam Summer Sale finally began on Thursday, 19th of June. This year's sale is set to run for 11 days until June 30th, leaving just over a week to grab as many deals as you like. Like all previous Steam sales, the Summer Sale has welcomed the return of 24-hour daily deals, 8-hour flash sales, and 8-hour community choices, all of which feature larger reductions than the hundreds and thousands of other games on sale across the Steam store. Just remember the golden rule when shopping. Try to avoid purchasing games until you see them appear in either the daily deals, the flash sales, or the community choice, as you may end up spending more than you have to. If it gets to the final day and the game you want still hasn't been reduced, go ahead and buy it before the sale ends, as it won't appear any lower. Now, the summer sale isn't just about the deals, however, as like other recent sales, this year's event also features its very own mini-game in the form of the Summer Adventure. By visiting the Summer Sale FAQ, each Steam user is randomly placed into one of 5 colored teams and are then told to collect points in order to help their team win. Points are awarded in various quantities for either crafting the new Summer Sale badge, which appeared as the Mysterious badge on last week's show, or by crafting badges for any other compatible Steam game. At the end of each day, the total points for each team are tallied, and the team with the most points is declared the winner. 30 members of the winning team will receive 3 games from their wish list, while everyone else in that team will receive 2 summer trading cards. Runner-up teams will be awarded only 1 trading card. To be eligible to win any of the fabulous prizes we just mentioned, you have to contribute at least 1 point to your team, otherwise you'll get nothing at all, regardless of whether your team wins or loses. Crafting the Summer Badge also provides other time-exclusive items, including themed emoticons, backgrounds, and, like the holiday sale, in-game downloadable content which ranges from hats for Team Fortress 2, chests in Dota 2, and weapons in Warframe, etc. If you're looking to learn more about this year's summer sale and its adventure minigame, be sure to check out the FAQ page and our write-up on ValveTime.net. With only a few weeks until the International 2014 tournament kicks off in mid-July, Valve finally revealed the Path to the Dota 2 Championship this past week. A new announcement post on the Dota 2 website has revealed how the remaining stages of the tournament will function and when you can expect to see them. With 19 total teams remaining, the playoff event, which will run from July 8th through the 14th, will whittle them down to just 8 over the course of a 3-phase 7-day event. It's a relatively complex system, so we'll go into further detail about the tournament system in a short spotlight video due out in a few days after this roundup, so keep an eye out for that. With so many great teams taking part, the International 2014 should be quite the exciting event for Dota fans. While the slowing prize pool for the International 2014 didn't surpass any new milestones this past week, Dota 2 did receive a rather substantial new update. It introduced some features for team matchmaking and some impressive improvements to the UI. By forming a party of 5, users can now choose whether or not they wish to use an established team identity to represent them on in-game banners and to receive an official MMR grade for the entire team. Team sizes have also been increased from 5 players to 7, allowing more users than ever to join and manage teams. Just note, this only applies to team management, as all in-game matches are still restricted to 5 players per side, obviously. As for the UI, the Play and Loadout tabs have received full visual overhauls, appearing far cleaner than they did before, as shown here. Additionally, the in-game hero selection system has been overhauled, improving the card and title pages while also allowing newer mechanics, such as the starting gold countdown, to be shown on screen where there was previously no room for them. The game update also introduced 2 new previously surpassed Compendium rewards alongside numerous bug fixes. The 2 rewards include 1v1 practice mode, which allows 2 players to battle it out over the control of the mid lane in an isolated non-ranked scenario, and the Favorite Hero Challenge, which tracks and rewards players for playing and improving with a select hero. A pair of Steam updates earlier this week helped to prepare the Steam Marketplace ahead of the summer sale we mentioned earlier. The first update introduced credit card verification, a new validation method used to remove the week-long credit card waiting period between adding funds to the Steam wallet and being allowed to access them. Instead of having to wait, users can now request a small transaction from Steam, which will be deposited into the card's account. The transaction amount, usually just a few cents, will then be used as the verification code to prove you are indeed the owner of the card. The second update added buy orders, a new automated purchase system which allows Steam users to tell their account to automatically purchase community items, such as trading cards, at or below specified prices. This should help item hoarders and collectors gather sought-after items more easily in larger quantities, rather than forcing people to sit and constantly refresh pages to check for the lowest price. The system is currently still in testing, meaning only trading cards for Half-Life 2 and the summer sale can currently be purchased using buy orders. Valve has plans to add more games and item types in the future once the kinks are worked out. If you have any feedback or bugs to report for either of these new Steam Marketplace features, Valve wants to hear it, so head on over to the community discussion boards to let them know. It's been a relatively busy week for Counter-Strike as the series officially turned 15 years old on Thursday, June 19, 2014. 15 years earlier, on June 19, 1999, Min Lei and Jess Cliff released the original version of what is now known as CS 1.6, a modification for Half-Life 1. Happy birthday, Counter-Strike! While we didn't really do anything special to celebrate this huge anniversary, Valve were thankfully on hand with a big announcement of their own. A new blog post released onto the Counter-Strike Global Offensive website on Thursday to discuss the community-funded prize pool for the upcoming ESL 1 Cologne 2014 tournament, which is set to take place at Gamescom 2014 between August 14th and the 17th. The 16-team tournament now boasts a $250,000 prize pool thanks to community contributors through the crowdfunding initiative set up with the ARMS deal update in August 2013. Valve are extremely pleased with the results as this tournament will mark the third recent event with an extremely large community-funded prize pool. For more information on ESL 1 Cologne 2014 or the event's rather impressive prize pool, check out our full write-up on ValveTime.net or the official press release on the CSGO website. Thursday also marked another birthday celebration, only this time for one of our own ValveTime creations. 1 year ago, we first released our Dota 2 announcer pack onto the Steam Workshop after working on the project on and off for several months. Since we first uploaded it, our pack has received nearly 2,000 total votes and nearly 200 mostly supportive comments, and for that we're extremely grateful. We're not too worried that the pack was never added into the main game, as that was always set as an extra goal after we decided to see if we could create something extremely ambitious that people would enjoy. With over 91% positive rating, we think we've done our job, so thanks again. If you have yet to vote for our Dota 2 announcer pack, be sure to check it out at the end of this episode to give it a quick thumbs up for us. That just about does it for another extremely busy week of Valve news. We were pretty amazed to see how many hundreds of people subscribed and checked out our content last week after we announced surpassing 17,000 subscribers. To prove why your subscription is worth it, we're planning to release a pair of exciting new videos later this week, including an all-new episode of Top 5 and something very special we can't talk about just yet. To avoid missing out on any of our new content, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. If you enjoy our content, be sure to share our videos with your friends. Thanks for watching and bye for now.